8th penalty, 70 yards marked off against the Wolverines. So 1st and 5 from their 33. Snap back to Cook. And he is under pressure, spins out of it, and falls backwards at the 21-yard line. Looked for a moment as if he might be an escape artist. It looked like he was wrapped up at the 25. He did escape, but he went the wrong way, and it ends up a loss of 10.
Benny McGowan, right guard, for Michigan State, just gets pushed back a little too far. Give credit to U of M, Ryan Glasgow. Here's a player, he never quits. Good second effort by him to trip up Connor Cook.
It was Willie Henry who applied the first bit of pressure on Cook. So 2nd and 15 back at their 23 now with 4:13 remaining at all 3 timeouts. The Spartans down 23-21. Cook floats it up the left sideline. Caught by Burbridge at the 45 and brought down near midfield by Jordan Lewis. Cook again found that matchup and went to it again.
Great touch throw. The press man coverage against Burbridge is not working. This play has been all afternoon. Good focus, concentration on his back hip, and he hauls it in for a first down.
25-yard pickup, Spartans from their 48. Handoff goes to Gerald Holmes off left tackle, and he struggles to get 2 up to midfield with the clock under 4 and running. For Burbridge, now 9 catches for 132 yards. This a week after his career day at Rutgers, 10 for 156.
Terrence Samuels does a great job as the wide receivers coach. He has worked himself into a playmaker. Last year it was Tony Lippett. This year, Burbridge for the Spartans.
2nd and 8 from the 50. Burbridge comes to the short side of the field. Wide left, snap back to Cook. And under pressure, he delivers over the middle. It is caught at the 43-yard line. And that is the tight end, Josiah Price. Close for a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 in Michigan territory at the 43. We hit the 3-minute mark remaining. 23-21 Wolverines.
Calm, cool, collected in the pocket. Defenders hanging on him in the pocket, and he still delivers an accurate strike.
Paul Lang checks in to replace Price. Gerald Holmes in the backfield, standing to the left of Cook in the gun. 3rd and 1, the Michigan 43. Here comes a corner blitz. Handoff, Holmes, room up the middle, pushes forward inside the 40, and finally brought down at the 36-yard line. Matt Godin hanging on, but a 7-yard gain by the powerful Flint, Michigan sophomore Gerald Holmes. And the march continues with 2:32 remaining for Michigan State.
And he almost had the crease backside, but defenders from Michigan hanging all over him. He couldn't make that cut because secondary blitz, that lane was open, but alone Holmes carrying players for yardage on it.
2:15 and counting. 1st and 10, Michigan's 36. Shelton in motion left to right. Cook has it and is under pressure and sacked back at the 45 by Willie Henry, a loss of 9. And Michigan State will use its first timeout with 2:03 remaining.
Great play up front. They bring the blitz again. It was just a swim move. Great move by Willie Henry on that play. Beats Brian Allen, the center. That was right off the snap of the football, winning with the swim move.
Willie's had a couple of key penalties, and he's had a couple of key sacks.
Well, he's making up for him right now, the way he's performing here in the 4th quarter.
So 2:03 remaining, and the Spartans now looking at 2nd and 19, needing 3. Their special teams have been an issue. Michael Geiger's longest kick has been 47 yards. 5 of 9 on the year. He's had 2 blocked. Last week, he had 1 block. He had a 30-yard field goal that was good, although it banged off the right upright at Rutgers. His career long is 49. He has never tried beyond 50. So the Spartans have a ways to go. And now 2 timeouts remaining. 2:03 remaining. 2nd and 19 at the Michigan 45, trailing 23-21. Wolverines show blitz. They back off. And Cook throws left sideline, overthrown this time, intended for Burbridge. They went back to that matchup with Lewis. Not a good pass that time by Cook.
And it was because it was a different coverage. I mean, it was still man coverage underneath by Jordan Lewis, but it was two-man. They had the safety over the top. Michigan made the adjustment, said we are not going to get beat on that inside fade route again. Leads to this 3rd and long situation.
Do you try and get it all here? That's a lot to get, 3rd and 19.
What play calls in your book other than Hail Mary? I mean, this is a very tough situation to make a call.
3 of 11 on 3rd downs with 1:59. This snap back to Cook. And looks deep over the middle. It is incomplete at the 25-yard line. A leaping attempt that time by Burbridge, who pops up looking for a flag on Lewis. There is no flag. There is now 4th and 19.
Good shuffle in the pocket by Cook. Again, a two-man coverage. Has the safeties over the top. Would have been a very difficult catch. And that one, Jordan Lewis wins that battle against Burbridge over the middle.
They've targeted Aaron Burbridge 18 times today. He has 9 catches. This is the fourth down attempt of the day for the Spartans. They're 0 for 3. They're going to have to burn a timeout here with the play clock at 1.
30-second charge timeout, Michigan State, their second.
So 4th and 19, 1:54 remaining, and 1 timeout. And again, this drive, Jim, they were looking to get field goal range. And they kept going to Burbridge. Worked until the last couple times it has not worked. And now they've got to get at least 19 to have any hope at all.
Well, I mean, the only thing you can think of is, what leads to the long yardage situation is the sack by Connor Cook. But as a quarterback, we always talk about no sack situations. And this is one area of the field that you try to coach your quarterbacks not to take it. But Brian Allen was beaten so quickly by Willie Henry on the swim move. I honestly don't think Connor Cook could have avoided the sack to stop this long situation for Michigan State.
Not only the in-state pride riding on this, but both teams 2-0 in the Big Ten East, the same division with Ohio State and Penn State, who play tonight. Mostly state pride, but also huge implications. Conference and national playoff implications on this 4th and 19. From the Michigan 45 at the near hash. Holmes in the backfield. Cook in the gun. Has the snap. And steps up under pressure. Rolling. Throws back across the body. And it is broken up at the 15-yard line. Incomplete. Michigan holds again on a 4th down. Intended for Kings into double coverage at the 15.
It's an incredible play by Connor Cook to even get the football off. Steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right, throws completely across the grain, trying to go to Kings on the backside, and it just floats up there too long for Michigan State defenders to react and bat it down.
It floated toward McGarrett Kings. Had to be a really bad feeling because he had to wait for that to come down, hoping that it wasn't going to be picked off, and it almost was by Channing Stribling, who was also back there, along with DeMonte Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas, as you mentioned, he breaks on it. It's tough for Kings because he's still running his route. His momentum's carrying him upfield. You'd like him to put his foot in the ground and then attack the football and go back to the football.
So Michigan takes over at their 45 with 1:47 remaining. Handoff Davion Smith, and he picks up about 4 yards. And Michigan State has one more timeout remaining, which they will use here with 1:42. They have outgained Michigan 386 to 237 by about 150 total yards. But have never led this game.
Time of possession, everything. So many things are working in their favor, but it's the little things that'll cost you in football games. I mean, for Michigan, they've taken advantage of every one of their opportunities, short fields, pinning Michigan State back with great punts and field position. So well done, because Michigan so far has made the plays when they've needed them, and Michigan State has not.
Willie Henry, who had 2 critical penalties, making up for it with the key sack of the game, forcing the 3rd and 19 and finally the 4th and 19 for Michigan State. And the Spartans can no longer stop the clock. When it's snapped, it'll be 1:42 remaining. Michigan comes out in the I. Handoff Smith up the middle, hit at midfield, falls forward to the 48. All the Spartans can hope to do is strip it as we go under 1.5 minutes remaining. And Michigan saw their shutout streak end, trying to extend it to 4 straight for the first time since the early 30s. But they never trailed in this game, and we were only tied at 7-7. So the opportunities afforded both these teams, Michigan cashed in a little bit more often than the Spartans.
And it's great effort. It's good coaching. Jim Harbaugh is keeping it tight to the vest. Run the football. He did take some shot plays in this one, and they missed an opportunity on a post route to chest, and that could have, somewhat put this game away. So both teams, as you mentioned, it's been a hard-fought game today.
And now Michigan will call timeout with 56 seconds remaining. Jim Harbaugh wants no misunderstandings with just a couple more snaps needed here on 3rd down and 3. The one area where Michigan leads is rushing yards, 76-58. The team that has won the ground battle in this series has won, this result stands, 44 of the last 46 meetings. That's the only thing Michigan has won tonight, but every year when these two play, that's the one that matters. Other games, mid-season playoff imports on Thursday night. Stanford now 5-1, blowing out UCLA 56-35. Iowa still undefeated, 7-0. A rout at Northwestern today, 40-10. Akram Wadley, 26 carries, 204 yards, 4 touchdowns. After the timeout, it's 3rd and 3 at the 48 of the Spartans. And Jake Rudock, the former Hawkeye, under center, hands it to Smith, who will be stopped short of the first down of the 47, but the clock will continue to roll under 50 seconds. 1:45 left in College Station. Alabama 41, Texas A&M 23. That was number 10 versus number 9, and Texas A&M will get its first loss. Florida has taken an early 7-0 lead at LSU 5 minutes into that matchup with the number 8 Gators, number 6 Tigers.
Well, Stanford, how they've rebounded after their opening loss to Northwestern. Iowa, keep your eye on Iowa because they have a light schedule, in my opinion, to eke out the West in the Big Ten.
They don't play Ohio State or Penn State.
It's not bad for Kirk Ferentz.
3rd and final timeout, Michigan. 30-second timeout.
So this stops the clock with 10 seconds remaining. One more snap, and the Wolverines will celebrate.
Have you ever seen the Swamp more excited? McElwain's got him playing down there in Florida.
Didn't take him long to turn things around, just like it has not taken Jim Harbaugh long at all to turn things around here.
He has done a fantastic. This is really a nice staff he's assembled here. Again, guys from the past and how he rebuilt Stanford. And it is with a purpose and to bring a certain style of football back to University of Michigan.
They are going to punt on 4th and 2. And the snap is dropped by O'Neal, and he kicks it sideways, and it's picked up by the Spartans. Up to the 20, the 10, the 5, into the end zone. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Jalen Watts Jackson takes a deflected punt, not even a shank, off a low snap, and scores the game-winning touchdown at the gun. And it is a madhouse in the north end zone. The Spartans come racing across the field to celebrate. And the hero of the year is Jalen Watts Jackson.